Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a vintage heart cake. Today we are starting off with one 5-inch round and one 5-inch square white mud cake. I've trimmed the top of these cakes to be the same height. I have also cut the cakes into 3 layers, each layer is about 2 centimeters in thickness. Now to make this cake a heart, I'm going to cut my round cake straight down the center. I'm then going to turn my square cake on an angle to look like a diamond. Then place both halves of my circle cake on the top edges of the diamond to create the heart. Perfect if you don't have a heart tin and if you still want to make these heart cakes. Now my cake is looking like a heart, I'm going to fill and stack these layers. Today's filling is Swiss meringue buttercream with lemon curd on one half and salted caramel on the other. After placing the first layer of my cake on an 8-inch round cake board in the heart configuration, I started spreading a layer of buttercream on the cake. Once smooth, I piped some lemon curd and salted caramel on top of the buttercream. I'm just using Ziploc bags today as piping bags, a great option if you're in a pinch. Adding the second layer of cake. Repeat the same process of the buttercream, piped lemon curd and salted caramel or any other filling of choice. Then the final layer of cake. Make sure that you use the bottom of your baked cake as the top of your decorated. This will ensure a flat top of the cake and less crumbs in your crumb coat. For the crumb coat, it just needs to be a really thin layer of buttercream to trap in all of the crumbs covering the whole cake. Starting with the top of the cake, making it smooth and then dragging the icing down the sides of the cake. Then remove the lip of my cake with my palette knife. I then clean up the cake board. I'm then going to pop this in the fridge to chill down for about 20 minutes. Once chilled, I'm going to add the final layer of buttercream, again smoothing out the top of the cake and dragging the buttercream down the sides with my palette knife. Once I'm happy with the application of buttercream, I'm going to use a cake scraper to smooth out the sides and remove the excess buttercream. Then using my palette knife again to remove the lip on the top of the cake and smooth out the top again. Now the fun part, piping on the cake. Today I'm using 2 open star tips. The first border on the top and bottom, I'm going to be using a shell border. Just wanted to quickly apologise for some of the footage today as my camera was having issues focusing when I was piping. Once I had finished piping the shell border, I again used an open star tip, which was different, to pipe another border inside the shell piping. This is called a reverse E border. When piping this border, the title is somewhat telling you how to pipe it. You do a reverse E and then a normal E and leave a little tail between the double E. Sorry, sometimes it can be really hard to explain a piping technique. Hopefully you can kind of get from the footage how I actually achieve this. The last border I pipe both top and bottom is another shell border using the same tip that I just used for the reverse E piping. I piped the bottom shell border on top of the already existing one and then under the top border. Now I'm going to use 2 templates that I already have, and I'm going to press these into the top of the cake to make it easier to write happy anniversary on top. If you don't have templates like these, you can just freehand the happy anniversary or whatever message you want to put in the center. When piping the message, I wish I had used a smaller round tip, as this was a number 4 and it was too thick in my opinion. I just followed the stencil, and I'm sorry you can't see because my hand's in the way for most of it. After I finished filming this cake, I actually added swags using a leaf tip, as I felt the cake was a bit plain as it was decorated in all white. I'll include a photo of the swags that I didn't film. That's it guys, that's how I made a really cute heart cake without needing a heart baking pan. If you liked this video and want to see more tutorials all things baking and cake decorating, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos. I upload every Wednesday. See you next time!